After Polian was unceremoniously fired by the Bills, Empire was left without a host. The logical choice left in town was the team's head coach, Marv Levy. Although hesitant at first, Coach Levy quickly warmed up to the idea of having a forum to voice his opinions to the public.
Marv always up to that point was adverse to doing those types of things. Felt that it definitely detracted from his work as a coach. And I often heard him chide other coaches, off the record about coaches who did that type of thing. But somehow Dick Bacher and Paul McGuire were able to convince him this would be a good show for him. And also he decided that it was time that he had his own forum to be able to establish how he felt about things.
I would say the obvious reason why Marv Levy was chosen to replace Bill Polian after Bill Polian's departure from the Bills organization was he was the next most popular person. And he was a man who spoke with eloquence and authority and the natural choice.
By then, Marv had done some television. He'd been interviewed enough. They'd been to enough Super Bowls. And he had done some other things for, I think, Canadian television. So he's now comfortable with it. And he wanted to do it.
With a change in hosts came a change in locations and formats. The show was forced to move from the studio out to the stadium to accommodate the coach's busy schedule, and the extra room accommodated a larger studio audience.
The biggest change between doing the Bill Polian show and the Marv Levy show was we took the show from Marv out of the studio. We did it in the press box at Rich Stadium. And we brought in a studio audience and they asked questions. We still had the media guests and we still took phone calls. But the live studio audience added a nice dimension to the show.
For the first couple of years we did it from the press box. And it caused problems trying to create a set that didn't look hokey, and it was tough. And we had to bring all the lights. It was a real undertaking. It was a much bigger undertaking than doing the Bill Polian show because everybody had to go down to the stadium.
But the stadium provided the chance for a studio audience for the very first time. It gave enough room in there to do that. And again, it was the fact that he was there and he could go right from there back to his office and save about an hour when you really figure it out. And an hour in a week of preparation for a game every Sunday is a lot of time.
The Marv Levy show kept the media panel format, inviting local print, radio, and television personalities to discuss the team and the week's events. This afforded the media the chance to put the head coach on the spot with hard-hitting questions, something they, surprisingly, had a hard time doing.
They couldn't do it.
One game by 7 points.
They were intimidated by I don't want to look bad. I don't want to ask him a leading question. Ask him anything you want. Just don't ask him about his personal life. Ask him whatever you want to ask him. And it was very difficult for them to do it.
The live format did lead to some interesting unscripted moments where the usually subdued and refined Harvard grad got a chance to cut loose.
When he sang, there were times with Polian and Butler and Wade and Marv that you just turn in the chair and you look at him. What in the hell are you doing? But when he was singing, and everybody loved it.
I was prepared. We wrote a fight song, and these great people here in the audience right now, who've done a little practicing with me, are going to help me sing it for all of you and the Buffalo Bills fans. You all ready out here? Yeah! All right, okay. Here we go, folks. Go Bills, for we are here to cheer for you. Go Bills, we are your fans so true. With victory in sight, we'll yell with all our might. So go Bills, fight Bills, go. Come on, let's win for Buffalo. Go Bills.
It's the infamous Bills fight song that he wrote and sang, which ended up making national sports news. And even the David Letterman show called and requested a tape of it, and we supplied them with a tape, but they never used it. But that helped Empire in those early days. It got us on the map because all the local stations used it and the newspapers wrote about us, so we want to thank Marv for that.